Welcome to part 2 of the new Celtx Beat Sheet integration. My name is Brandon Champ Robinson, and I'm gonna walk you through this thing. I love it, hope you'll love it too. Let's get to it. All right, here we are, the dreaded blank screen. You got that little cursor that's flashing at you, and you gotta attack it. Luckily, we have our GPS, which is the beat sheet this time, so we're just gonna fly through this, right? Now, we've done all the work in the beat sheet, and the cool thing about this is we have the beat sheet integrated into the script now. So if we just go over here to tools, and then we have beats, we got this pretty little new sign here. We click on that. Now we have everything that we built on page 1, since that's where we're starting. We have everything we built right there available for us. So what I can see here is our first location is the interior of the convenience store. We'll go ahead and get that into our script. One of the things that I love about Celtx is that it helps you with the formatting as you go, so to give you these little hints. So we know this is supposed to be an interior, and that's going to be the convenience store. By the way, I hate that people are watching me do my typing. And this is night. So if we go over here to the beat and I click that, remember we put a little bit of a description in there, so we can add that directly by doing a copy and paste. And then we can tweak it a bit to fit our action. Now, if we go back to our beats, we can see the characters that we have here are Jaden and we have Mrs. Khan. Now, I actually changed Mrs. Khan's name to Mrs. Singh and I made her Jamaican. So what I actually want to do is I want to update this beat. So I'm going to hit edit and I'm going to change that to Mrs. Singh, older Jamaican woman who owns a local convenience store. She knows Jaden very well and somewhat familiar with his troubles. And actually, we'll make that edit because I spelled Jaden wrong. Let's save that. And then it immediately updates here. So now if I open this up, you can see it says Mrs. Singh and convenience store owner. Now you can see how this will help us with our writing. I have our interior convenience store. I've got my action where I'm describing the convenience store and what's going to be going on. And then I can go over to my other beats and I can see, okay, what's the opening image? It's Mrs. Khan, which is now Mrs. Singh. I can update that as well, just really quick. We'll go ahead and update that. And she sits at our CCTV. So in an attempt not to bore you with watching me write this entire script and do all of this stuff, I've already written it 10 pages, so I'm gonna jump to that version. Here it is, version 1. So as you can see, a couple things changed. I updated the name to Jaden and Aiden Hunter, and this is the teaser. We have our interior convenience store night. I've added all of our action items. So I've introduced Mrs. Singh, I've described our location, I've introduced Jaden Hunter, and that all came from the beat sheet over here. So remember, I said I want this to be about 10 pages. So if I go over here into the beats, you can see by hitting this arrow right here to the right, I have page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if I wanted to make some adjustments to that, or if I wanted to quickly get back to the beat sheet, what I could do is hit this icon right here, and that will send me right back to my beat sheet, and I can make adjustments as needed, if needed. Another great feature of this beat sheet integration is, let's say I had a new idea and I didn't want to go back and try to figure out how to fit it in there. I just know right here I have an idea of what I want to place on, let's say, page 4. I can hit this add beat icon, and now I can add a new beat, give it a title, say I wanted to start on page 4, go along to whichever page it may be. If I hit this disclosure triangle, I can twirl that open, and I can add more details of what this beat is, and I can also add a photo just like over in our beat sheet editor. Now here I am on page 4, and I'm working through a few things, and I know that further in the script, I have something that I can tie in right here, or I can hint at. So let's go over to the beats, and let's go forward, let's say to about page 7, and that's when the fight happens. So now, what can I do to tie something from page 4 or hint at the fight coming? I can look at that and I go back to page 4 and say, all right, I know what I'll do here. Now that I've got that information, I want my beats to go back to page 4 so I can continue working on that. All I have to do is right here, click Show Current Page. So once I click that, it takes me back to page 4's beats. This is high-level integration, especially when you want to go back and forth and make sure you're hitting certain things that's going to give you a setup and a payoff later. This has been a game changer for me, and I really hate to use that word, but I was one of those people that would always just sit down, start writing, and try to just build it from there, and I get stuck. Now that I'm using the beat sheet inside of Celtx, I'm able to go ahead, get all my ideas into the tool, connect that to my script, be able to reference it without leaving my script, and I'm getting stuff done a lot faster. So go ahead, play around in the tool, let us know what you think. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, hit us up. Until next time, peace, keep writing.